Hey guys, it's Battle Productions, and welcome to another episode of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney Dual Destinies. Alright, so in the last episode, we started off with Athena in the first case. And it turns out she was really struggling. And she stalled enough time for our man, Phoenix Wright, to come in and help her defend Juniper Woods. Let's turn some things around. You got it, boss.
Oh, looks like you showed up out of the blue. If it isn't Mr. Phoenix Wright, you always manage to surprise me.
Your Honor, Mr. Payne has called for an early ruling, but I believe there are still many things I need to be deliberated. How did Miss Wood's fingerprints wind up on the stuffed animal tail? How was the bomb even detonated? Until these questions are answered, I assert it's impossible for a fair ruling to be made.
You are absolutely right. Let us continue from where we left off. I assume you have no objections, Mr. Payne?
Heh. Not at all, Your Honor. Yeah, she's nervous. Miss Woods really looks like she's having a hard time. Junie's really struggling, Mr. Wright. I get the sense she's afraid of the courtroom itself. Because of yesterday? Yeah, it was understandably very traumatic for her. I don't know why I can say that. Poor timing. And here she is, back in the courthouse again, being so brave. I'd like to make a request, Your Honor. If all possible, I'd like to have Miss Woods rest in the lobby.
Given the defendant's condition, very well, I grant special permission.
You'll get some rest, Junie, and leave the rest to us. Okay, thank you. Sorry about this.
Phoenix Wright. I've been looking forward to meeting you.
It's been a while, Mr. Payne.
Heh. You're more clueless than I heard. I do believe you mean, how do you do? For I gasp in pain.
What the heck? What? Gasp in pain? That's such an awful name, I'm sorry.
I am the younger brother of your long-standing rival, Winston Payne.
What? Wow, my voice cracked. Long-standing rival? When we were ever rivals, let alone long-standing. Yeah, we only faced him like once.
You'll see, Mr. Wright. I'll cleanse Winston of the disgrace he met with you at your hands.
Looks like this Royal Payne is gonna get as flirtily unpleasant as the other. Your Honor, the prosecution would now like to call a decisive witness to the stand.
The witness will testify as how the accused detonated the bomb in the courtroom. Very well. Please call your witness, Mr. Payne. Witness, your name and occupation, please. Witness. Name, Ted Tonet. Occupation, bomb disposal specialist. Oh my, what a strange robotic voice you have. Speech synthesis via typing, it is the same as me talking.
He sounds exactly like a robot.
Can you speak in a normal manner?
I can. He can?
But I do not like to speak. Speaking is inefficient. Energy expenditure, speaking, typing, understand? Not witness. Mr. Tonnet was in charge of the bomb for the trial right when it went off. Being a bomb specialist, do you have any relation to the defendant? Negative. I first met the girl while on this job. Many people are employed by the police. I know only a fraction of them. However, I was shocked when I first discovered the body of the victim. Shocked? I was the first one on the scene after the explosion. I went there to ensure safety, but I ended up discovering a dead body.
So he was the first to discover the body, was he?
He's here to testify about the circumstances surrounding the moment of the explosion. Very well. The court will hear Mr. Tonnet's testimony. But at the very least, shall this court respect and remove the face guard, witness?
Alright, here we go. Witness testimony. When the bomb went off.
The bomb was originally disarmed by me and then transported here as evidence. Bomb name HH3000, operated by a timer with remote. I was watching from the gallery when I suddenly became alarmed. I saw that the bomb's timer was counting down.
So even though the bomb was supposed to be disarmed, it somehow got switched on.
Precisely. Activating the timer is very simple. 1. Connect wires. 2. Switch on timer. A monkey could do it. I am sure you would even be able to, Mr. Wright.
I guess he makes you the blue monkey in this barrel of fun, boss. Ahem, now I'd like to begin my cross-examination, huh?
Mr. Tonic, what is that? HH3000, aka a bomb.
A bomb?!
Good googly moogly. Yarn! Mr. Tonic, I demand you disarm it. This isn't. Disassembly complete. Heh. 5.3 seconds, 0.2 short of my personal best. Are you trying to give me a heart attack? I'm not exactly a spring chicken, you know. This is an exact replica of the HH3000. It is used to practice disarming bombs. Disarm equals success. Explosion equals failure. An exact replica of the bomb that exploded, is it? So that's what it looked like. I submitted a photograph of the real bomb taken just before the trial. Huh. Dimensions, 10. Height, by 10. Width, by 10. Diameter, weight, 12 pounds. A perfect replication. Your bomb must be a very good copy indeed. Yes, however, I could not replicate the detonation mechanism. It has a very puzzling wire setup. It's regrettable I could not replicate it. Goodness, that's enough. There's no need to replicate anything here.
And the HH3000 bomb was added to the court record.
And now the defense would begin their cross-examination. Where's Mrs. Sykes gone to?
Athena, you can come out now. Okay, Mr. Wright, let's get to work. I guess you were pretty scared, huh?
What? I don't know what you're talking about. She was about to bolt.
Hey, put a sock in it, widget. As transparent as ever. Now, let's see. Where were we? We were at the cross-examination. Oh, cross-examination, of course. She seems to be disoriented. I wonder if she's alright. Maybe I should ask Athena if she remembers how to cross-examine, or help her focus. Nah, she'll be fine. Nah, no need for that right now. She'll be fine. I'll do everything I can to help. If you can't find any contradictions, and you flub up too often, don't be afraid to ask me for help. Press the X button to consult with me when the consult panel appears. I'll let you know when I think a suspicious statement is. Sounds good. I'll be counting on you if I get in a bind. Alright, it's cross-examination time. Since I didn't go through the tutorial, I guess I'll go over it. So, okay, as you can tell, you go through this person's testimony. You can either continue with A, or go back, or you can use the D-pad to, go forward and back. And now there's a couple things on the touchscreen. And there's this microphone, which says, "Hold it!" Which doesn't seem to work. Hold it! I don't know. It doesn't seem to work for me. But basically, how you're using that to press, which is basically you just ask for more information about that statement. Then you can present contradicting with evidence. Usually you'll need to press before presenting evidence if something's not clear enough. And also at the bottom you can find a button that has basically all the stuff that's been going on. So yeah, there's just all the information in case like you haven't played in a while and you want to see where it left off. Yeah, that's basically how you start. And then at the bottom you can hit the save button, which I already did. But now you can use select to save as well as start. And alright, well, let's get this started. So, the bomb originally disarmed by me and then transported here as evidence. Okay, that's fine. The bomb name I was watching from the gallery when I became alarmed. Okay, let's see. Hold it! Why were you in the gallery? My duties may have been over for a moment, but I wanted to keep watch. Even though the bomb was disarmed, you can never be too careful, and yet you screwed up. Explosive devices are very dangerous things. Ah, how entirely responsible of you. A model to be emulated. I practice disarming bombs every day. Okay, enough with the showing off here. I practice assembling them too. Wow, you're so great. The disarming part I get, but assembling them? Well, I'll have you know that I practice presenting evidence every day myself. I see, but do you ever practice having evidence presented to you? Presented to me? What? No, Then, you cannot very well call yourself a professional yet, can you? Grr, that does it! I'm gonna start practicing having evidence presented to me every day! Okay, Athena, calm down. You better drink some coffee too, boss. We're gonna be pulling an all-nighter! I don't think that'll be necessary. Or worth either of our time.
So, Mr. Tonnit, what's the witness from the gallery?
Okay, he saw the bomb's timer counting down. Okay, this is definitely a contradiction. You don't need to press for this one, because if you look at the stuffed animal, it was inside the stuffed animal. You can't tell the bomb was counting down. So, I'm going to present it. Objection! So, you say that you saw the bomb's countdown, is that right? Of course, I clearly saw it counting down to 0. And I say that you are clearly lying.
What are you talking about?
There is no way you could have seen the bomb's timer. After all, the bomb was concealed inside a stuffed animal. Mr. Tonnit, how could you claim to know the bomb was about to go off when you couldn't even see the timer? What? No!
That does seem like a glaring inconsistency indeed. Witness, how do you explain this? Well,
Oh, that was great, Mr. Wright. Found a contradiction right off the bat. Always remember, Athena, when you find inconsistency in a witness testimony, there's always a reason behind it. It could be a lie, but a hidden meaning, a secret. Whatever it is, it's up to us to dig it out. And pointing out every contradiction we find is the best way to do it, right, boss? Now the question is, what can we dig out of Mr. Tonnit?
well, let me see.
No, there must be some mistake. Oh, yes, of course. I remember now. The sound. I knew because of the sound.
Sound? What sound?
When the timer of this type of bomb is switched on, it beeps softly. Beep, beep, beep. It is the sound of the bomb counting down.
A beeping noise, you say? I suppose it'd be possible to notice that even with a bomb inside a stuffed animal.
I simply made a mistake. My bad. Objection! How in the world did you hear such a tiny little sound all the way from the gallery? Listening for the sound of a bomb's timer is an integral part of my work. I constantly undergo training so that I'll never miss it. I hardly think training would help you hear something like that. What now? Are you making light of the fine science of disarming bombs? It is a solemn mission that I put my life on the line to perform. What kind of specialist would I be if I could not hear the bomb's timer? Okay, come on. It's not like assembling a toaster, you know. Now he's just showing off. Yeah, it's clearly showing off.
You keep asserting that the sound was too tiny to hear, but the only tiny thing here is your skill as a lawyer. Being suspicious of is not an attractive quality, you know. And you're just overflowing with attractive qualities, are you? Or perhaps you have some proof that Mr. Tonnit did not hear the sound.
Well, no, but it still seems totally suspect. But if it's going to be really hard to prove he didn't hear something...
If I have this correct, the prosecution's argument is that some reactivated the bomb before it was brought into the courtroom, which I don't understand, Mr. Payne, is why you believe that person to be Miss Woods.
That's simple, Your Honor. Mr. Tonnit happened to be there when it happened. He was there when the defendant rearmed the bomb.
What's this now?
It happened before the trial started. It was when the detective Arm and I were transporting the bomb. We brought the bomb to the lobby for the defense. Bomb equals evidence. The lawyer wanted to see it before the start of the trial. Looking for a chance to get at the bomb, Miss Woods is already here in the lobby. Her goal is surely to rearm the bomb and steal the remote switch. The remote switch? Yes, the switch that controls the bomb remotely. Duh. It has been missing ever since the incident. Missing remote added to the court record. I am partially to blame. I left the bomb and remote on top of the transport case, and they were rearmed and stolen when I was talking with the lawyer. And the defendant used the remote from inside the courtroom to start the timer. Objection! How can you assert so equivocally that the bomb was rearmed in the lobby? Objection. The bomb was safely secured in the transport case. The only time it was outside the case was in that lobby. Therefore, it wasn't the one and only opportunity. It had to be the only one and only opportunity. Anyone had to meddle with it. Someone other than Mr. Tonnit could have opened the case and taken the bomb out. Impossible. The transport case is assigned exclusively to me.
Do you see this number here? That is my identification number.
That's a stupid number.
And I only have the only key that can open to that case.
The bomb transport case added to the court record. Nevertheless, Mr. Payne's assertion is nothing more than conjecture. You have no proof that Miss Woods stole the remote switch.
And by the same token, you have no proof that it wasn't her. But what I do have is a piece of evidence that proves the defendant handled the bomb.
Ah, that tail!
5 minutes, 24 seconds, 2.3 deciseconds. The defense's advantages less than a mere 5 minutes.
Ugh, talk about a rotten hand. As long as they have for fingerprints as their trump card, I'm at a big disadvantage.
It appears that we'll have to hear from the defendant herself once more. I wholeheartedly agree, Your Honor. I would like to recall Miss Woods to the stand. I trust you have no objections, Mr. Wright.
I'm worried about her condition, but we do need her testimony. On the other hand, I'm not sure I want to make Athena mad. I can read your feelings, you know, boss. Guess there's no hiding from her, huh? Don't worry, I know we need her testimony. But if anyone picks on her again, they'll pay. Well, I guess she's on your anger level 1. Don't worry, I'll stop the proceedings before I let anything bad happen to her. The defense has no objections, Your Honor.
In that case, I will take my leave. But before I do, there is just one more thing. Mr. Wright, is it?
Me? Yeah, yes?
Dismantling bombs is my job. Dismantling the case is yours. Do you think you can handle it? I look forward to seeing you try.
Grr, this guy is hiding something. I just know it.
Now, if you will excuse me. Bailiff, please go out to the lobby and bring back the defendant.
Alright, now it's time for Juniper Woods, take 2. Junie! Hi, Athena. She looks even worse off than before. Don't worry, Junie. We're here for you. Thanks, Athena. And I'll do my best, too.
You blew up the courtroom because you bear resentment against the courts, correct?
What? No, of course not.
What's that you say? I can barely hear you.
I haven't done anything wrong. This prosecutor's scary.
Objection! Objection! What an impudent little girl. Stop acting like innocent and tell the truth.
This is getting ugly.
You rearmed the bomb because you wanted to blow up the courthouse. Admit it! That's why you went to the lobby where Mr. Justice was. Isn't that right?
Mr. Wright! Can I go give that prosecutor a smack? What? Of course not. Do we have to review the courtroom manners 101 again? We can't let that creep, that bullies innocent girls like this off so easily. I haven't forgotten about how he treated you. Don't worry about me. Just help Junie. Her heart's crying out. She's so scared. So very scared. Looks like Athena's picking up something from her heightened sense of hearing. And it sounds like this time, it's the voice of Miss Woods' heart. Don't deny it. You stole the remote switch and used it in the courtroom, didn't you? Objection! Your Honor, please put a stop to this. Mr. Payne's badgering the defendant. Yes, Miss Woods just made me quite frightened. Mr. Payne, I ask that you behave more like a gentleman. Ah, but don't you know, Your Honor, there is no more than a gentleman in this world than I. Oh, jeez. Come on, Payne, really? Ugh. As a gentleman, I wouldn't, or even a gentleman would behave like he does. Don't let that rude ruffian win. Athena!
How dare you call a gentleman such as I a rude ruffian? I'll have you know I attend a manners class every Saturday. I'm more than just a mere gentleman. I'm a genteel man.
Yeah, I doubt that. I'm sure he doesn't learn anything. But oh well. Not when you're terrorizing young ladies. When you're not. I'll demand my money back from the manners class if I were you. I should probably be an adult here and stop the two of them, but...
Mr. Payne, that would be enough. Certainly, Your Honor. No further questions. Let's move on to the defendant's testimony. Miss Woods, please share with the court what you're doing when the bomb went off.
Yeah, this is gonna be a little edgy. It's gonna be rough. When the bomb went off. Well, that day, I was watching from the gallery. The bomb went off. And rubble started falling. It fell on top of me. Junie's clearly in pain being forced to recall the bombing like this. She can't even get her words out. This isn't gonna work, so what now? Hey, wait a minute. Even if she can't vocalize what she wants to say, we can listen to what's inside her heart. Yes, now's the perfect time to use Athena's power. You can hear it, can't you, Athena? The cries of Miss Woods' heart? Yes. And they sound pretty incredibly strained. She's so scared, I think she could collapse at any second. Athena has a unique ability, you see. With her finely tuned sense of hearing, she can hear words of a witness's heart. In essence, she can sense how a person's really feeling from the tone of their voice. Guess it's all up to Athena and her special ability now. Athena, I want you to use the analytical psychology that you studied. And listen to the testimony of Miss Woods' heart. Okay, boss. I'll give it a go. After all, this is the whole reason I put all that effort into studying analytical psychology. Off gets, let's do this. So, your holographic thingamabob can show us how Miss Woods is feeling, right? In a nutshell, yes. The emotions and images that I pick up on just now while listening to her testimony, I can enter all that into a widget and use the mood matrix to analyze them. I wonder who actually created this technology. She can't have made a holographic thing. She's not that smart. But these mood markers here reflect fluctuations in Junie's emotions. Okay, it looks like there's happy. When she feels happy or is enjoying the memory, the happy marker will light up. When she feels angry or frustrated, the angry marker will react. When she feels sadness or is frightened by a memory, the sad marker will blink. And when she feels surprised or confused, the surprise marker will let us know. So, what is your special ability in Widget's mood matrix system? We can track how Miss Woods is feeling as she testifies. Talk about the wonders of technology. Yup, now let's give it a shot. I'm gonna pick up some kind of discord or noise in Junie's heart. So it looks like, see here? This is what the noise looks like in the mood matrix. It's a result of the inconsistencies between her testimony and her feelings. If we can pinpoint these inconsistencies, the noise levels should drop. Okay, it's time to listen to Miss Woods' true testimony. Alright, let's do this. Well, that day, I was watching from the gallery, and the bomb went off, and the rumble started falling on me. It fell on top of me. Okay. I think I have a good grasp on Junie's emotional state now. The power of Athena is incredible. And I'm seeing an unexpected emotion that's inconsistent with the content of her testimony. What? Already? Look at this. When she says it fell on top of me, the happy marker's reacting. Well, look at that. That is odd. Yeah, there must be some reason for this contradictory emotion. Let's just go do some digging. When you find some unexpected emotions, you touch the pinpoint, otherwise known as L, and then select the unexpected emotion or reaction from the 4 mood markers. Okay. Let's see. So, we'll have to hit pinpoint and the happy emotion. Got it! Widget's registering joy when Miss Woods recalls the rumble falling on her. There must be a reason for this unexpected emotion. Miss Woods, as the rumble was falling, was there also something that made you feel happy? What? Mr. Wright, the feeling of happiness is spreading throughout Junie's heart. Keep going on this point, and I bet Junie will start to calm down. Great. Now let's hear what she has to say. Just as I was about to escape the courtroom, the bomb went off, and I was startled. I tripped. And then rumble started falling on the top of me. I really thought I was done for. But just then, Apollo came and rescued me. Apollo? Yeah, he used his own body to shield me from the rubble. So that's when she sustained those injuries. No, that's when he sustained those injuries. How do you feel, Junie? Did talking about Apollo give you some courage? Yes. Apollo is just like the sun, strong and bright and warm. Just talking about him makes me feel like a leaf undergoing photosynthesis. And see? Your coughing stopped all of a sudden. Oh, you're right. Thank you, Athena. And the noise level dropped down to 50%. Looks like we're being able to draw down a new testimony. Pretty neat, huh? But there's some noise left, meaning that there's some discord in Junie's heart. I guess we'll have to keep going then. Let me input this new information and update the mood matrix, and we'll be good to go. You'll remember what to do, right? When I find unexpected emotion, I should touch pinpoint, otherwise known as L. That's right, and then you select the unexpected emotion from the mood markers. If we can find the reason for the discord in her heart, then we should be able to draw even more testimony out. Okay, so info update. I tried to run, but I was too slow. Before I could get away, the bomb went off. And then I was so startled I tripped, and then rubble started falling. I thought I was done for. And then Apollo came and rescued me. Okay, now there's a contradictory emotion there, and that is the frightened or sad emotion. Got it! You were happy when Mr. Justice rescued you, weren't you? Yes, I was really happy. But there was also something that made you feel sad about that at the same time? Sad? Yeah, the reason why I ask is, when you were describing how you were rescued, we sensed a little sadness, too. Oh, I guess it's because of Bumrap Briny. Bumrap Briny? Well, what do you know? Something new. Well, that's right. I brought my stuffed animal, Bumrap Briny, to watch the trial with me. Bumrap Briny and Phony Fanfi are brothers. Oh, who knew that a legal world could inspire a whole line of merchandise? I had Bumrap Briny with me while I was watching the trial, but it wasn't until Apollo saved me that I realized I lost him as I was running away. My poor Briny is a victim of that terrible bomb. Oh, I know. You can see what he looks like in this poster. It's for the campaign to eradicate fake evidence and false charges. Phony Fanfi and Bumrap Briny, huh? Nothing against the campaign, but why an elephant and rhinoceros? Who knows? Mr. Wright, I don't sense any discord in Junie's heart anymore. So I guess that means we managed to draw all of her testimony. That's right. We just made an update with the new info and we have a whole new picture. So what do you think her new testimony will help? Well, you think it will help? Absolutely. I don't know what I'd done without you, Athena. So, Bumrap Briny in the courtroom was when the bomb took off. You know, now we know that, it changes the meaning of the other piece of evidence. All I have to do is present it at the right statement. I was watching from the gallery with Bumrap Briny. I tried to run, but I was too slow. Before I can get out of the courtroom, the bomb went off. I was startled and I tripped. Then rumble started falling. I thought I was done for, but then Apollo rescued me. Okay, guys, in the next episode, we are going to be we're going to be going through this testimony, and we're going to prove Juniper Woods' innocence, or at least maybe in the next episode. We still have quite a bit to go. But if you enjoyed this episode, please leave a like, if you're comment, and subscribe, and shout people inbox, and see you guys next time for some more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Dual Destinies.